The Cleveland Browns have hired their defensive coordinator from the Atlanta Falcons. He was the passing coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons this past season, and his name is Mike Rutenberg. Mike Rutenberg is now the defensive coordinator for the Cleveland Browns. Let's look at some of the things that Mike Rutenberg has done in his career as a coach. He also been the linebacker coach for the New York Jets. He also been the 49ers, San Francisco 49ers, passing game coordinator, and he also started with the Jacksonville Jaguars as an assistant linebacker coach. So that's the background and history of the new defensive coordinator for the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are hiring Atlanta Falcons defensive passing coordinator Mike Rutenberg to be their new defensive coordinator. Rutenberg, 44 years old, he's replacing Jim Schwartz, who served in that role for the past 3 seasons, but resigned after being passed over for the head coaching job in favor of Todd Monken. This will mark Rutenberg's first stance as a defensive coordinator. He just finished his first season in Atlanta after 4 seasons as a linebacker coach for the New York Jets. Rutenberg will take over a defense that has been one of the best under Jim Schwartz. In 2025, the Browns ranked 4th in total defense, allowing 283 yards per game. Over the past 3 seasons, Cleveland has allowed the fewest yards in the league. The unit is headlined by 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, 5-time Pro Bowler, Denzel Ward, and Defensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Swenson.
I told you earlier, I thought.
Mike Rutenberg is a Cornell graduate, and he's from Washington, D.C. He gets his start in the NFL as a player personnel intern for the Washington Redskins in 2003. He then worked as an administrative assistant to head coach Joe Gibbs before working as a grad assistant at UCLA 2006 through 2008. Rutenberg then worked as a passing game coordinator and defensive back coach at New Mexico State in 2009 through 2012. In 2013, Mike Rutenberg returned to the NFL as an assistant defensive coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2013 through 2015. He then served as the defensive assistant for the next 2 seasons before being promoted to assistant linebacker, a role he held for 2 seasons. He then went on and joined the San Francisco 49ers as a passing game specialist in 2020. So, Todd Monken and Andrew Berry have found their defensive coordinator in Mike Rutenberg. Once again, he's a passing game coordinator from the Atlanta Falcons, Kevin Stefanski's staff. So Andrew Berry and Jimmy Haslam, along with Todd Monken, went to Atlanta Falcons, where Kevin Stefanski, who was the former head coach of the Cleveland Browns, and took one of their specialists away from them. I think it's a good hire. And when you look at the makeup of the coaching staff, I think 4 of the top positions have been filled by Andrew Berry, as you see on the screen. Todd Monken is the head coach, taking over for Kevin Stefanski. The offensive coordinator, Travis Switzer, is taking over for Tommy Reese. The defensive coordinator, Mike Rutenberg, is taking over for Jim Schwartz. And the special team coordinator, Brian Stoner, is taking over for Bubba Ventrone. So the staff is set, and now they can concentrate on free agent and the draft for this upcoming season to complete the Cleveland Browns football team. It's going to be a new day in Cleveland. It's the new Cleveland Browns. Andrew Berry is in charge, and that's a good thing for me. Now, let's look at some players that the Cleveland Browns must address in free agent. They must address this in free agent. And let's look at it. When you look at the Cleveland Browns and the upcoming free agent players, these are some of the players I think they should be able to keep and should want to be able to keep. Now, when you look at first and foremost is Joel Bentonio. He spent 12 seasons with the Cleveland Browns and has been a vital part of their offensive line throughout that time. There may be a significant amount of turnover on the rest of the offensive line, so Bentonio would create a lot of stability for the young players who may slot in next to him if he doesn't retire. Also, when you look at Devin Bush, a linebacker who had a stellar, outstanding season. Bringing back linebacker Devin Bush should be a priority for the Cleveland Browns front office. He was a bright spot in the Browns' 2025 season and finished the year with 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and 125 tackles. Having both Devin Bush and Carson Swinsoner in the linebacker group will be a massive win for the Cleveland Browns defense. In an organization that can be quite dysfunctional at times, Corey B has provided some much needed consistency for this team. For the second season in a row, he leads the team in total punting yards. Having a reliable situation at punter will be one less area that the team has to worry about this offseason up under the new special team coach, Brian Stoner. So those are the 3 key players reported by Yahoo Sports that the Browns should resign and bring back for this upcoming year. I'm telling you right now, the Cleveland Browns is on the clock to see what they can do to make this team a better team than it was last year. And I'm going to be following it step by step, player by player. All right? Hey, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. Once again, Shedeur Sanders is getting high praise from his teammates. On the other day, Quinshon Junkins, he's out there talking good about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is a leader. Shedeur Sanders is a person who pay a close attention to details. When he's in the meeting room and at practice
QB1.
and watching things, Quinshon Junkins said, man, they locked in. Even Shedeur said his best teammate is the rookie class. Everybody in that rookie class that got drafted with Shedeur Sanders doing last year. And especially that hungry dog unit that the Cleveland Browns put together where Shedeur was the quarterback for him. Yeah, Shedeur is highly on that group. So it's a good thing to hear other players on the team talking good about Shedeur Sanders. I just wish they would have came out earlier during the season when all the negative remarks were coming from the Cleveland media. You know, they ain't happy with nobody. They even want the owner to sell the team. How can you tell the owner to sell the team, y'all? That's his money. They like, hey, they act like that's their money. No, that's their owner money. You can't tell him what to do. If he don't think the Cleveland Brown is dysfunctional, that's on him. That's his money. But look like he done gave the rings to Andrew Berry, and Andrew Berry is trying to flip the script of the Cleveland Browns organization. And it's just remaining to be seen. You can't say he's going to fail because this is his first time being in charge of the organization. So I'm looking forward to see what Andrew Berry can do. He said he's going to fix the offensive side of the ball. He think right now that the defensive side is set, but I'm sure he's going to add some more pieces to the defensive side to make sure they continue to be dominant. Now, when Collins come back, the defensive tackle that got hurt in the last 4 games. Oh, yeah, that was a big loss for the defensive side of the ball. If Collins come back healthy and can play like he played last year, he can stuff that run. Oh, yeah, it's over with. It's over with. We coming. Man, we coming for that top spot on the defensive side of the ball, especially with the new defensive coordinator that we have right now in Mike Rutenberg. So it's going to be interesting. I'm just going to sit back and relax and enjoy what's coming down the pipe. So, Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns have a new defensive coordinator. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Sports Talk with B. Watson. Do me a favor. You got to do me a solid. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. I'll drop another video around about 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time today. And, you know, we got a live show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the Uncle Steve Show. Come on back. JR Boxing and myself will be a part of the show. We look forward to seeing you. All right? Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Hype this video. Share this video. Anything that you do to support the broadcast will be highly appreciated. All right? Until next time, peace.